started with this problem where you had a two-story single bay frame and it was idealized as a multi-degree of freedom system, or to be precise, 2 degree of freedom system. And then we applied to Newton's second law for this 2 degree of freedom system, and we came up with this kind of equation. So this is the final equation of motion that we need to solve. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And then we call this matrix as M matrix, and we call this matrix as K matrix. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Then for some reason we had calculated matrix M inverse K, and that M inverse K matrix is shown here, and we calculated eigenvalues and eigenvectors of this matrix M inverse K. Are you with me?
Yes, yes, sir.
Then once we calculated the eigenvalues and eigenvectors, first thing that we have to do is we have to arrange these eigenvalues in ascending form. So the lowest eigenvalue is 507.5 and the next eigenvalue is 3240.127. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Then once we arrange these eigenvalues in this fashion, eigenvector corresponding to 507.5 was placed as a first column. Eigenvector corresponding to 3240.127, the second eigenvalue, was placed as a second column, and the matrix that we get, we call that matrix as phi. I hope you remember till this point.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then whatever I said, we are going to redo it today because we are going to do the calculation part as well today. So what I said was, let us do a substitution. I will define a new variable z, which consists of two variables z1 and z2. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And this z is nothing but phi times u. What is u? U is the x directional deformation at node number 1 and node number 2. So it consists of two variables, u1 and u2. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So this is phi times u1 and u2. Agreed? So z1 is equal to phi times u1 u2. Z2 means z1 and z2 is equal to phi times u1 and u2. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So we call this displacement z1 and z2 as generalized displacements. This is the standard nomenclature. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
These displacements are obtained by applying a transformation on original displacements u1 and u2. What is the transformation? Transformation is phi times u is equal to z1 and z2. Happy?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if we substitute this in our governing differential equation, what is the governing differential equation? Matrix M into u double dot. What is u double dot? U double dot consists of two elements, u1 double dot and u2 double dot. M is a matrix which has size 2 cross 2. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
This is M matrix which has size 2 cross 2. U double dot is 2 cross 1 matrix, so multiplication is possible. So mu double dot plus K, where K is also a stiffness matrix of size 2 cross 2. In this particular case, these are the sizes. Multiplied by U, where U consists of two displacements U1 and U2. Happy? Are you with
Yes.
me? Yeah. So K
Yes, sir.
times U is equal to, now as there is no damping here, so therefore there is no third term. This has to be equal to the force matrix, which in our case is 0, 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
This matrix in our case, if you look at the differential equation, the force matrix on the right hand side is 0, 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what is the transformation that I have applied? I have applied the transformation Z is equal to phi times U. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Phi times U. So can you tell me what is U? U is equal to phi inverse, agreed?
Yes, phi inverse Z.
Phi inverse Z. What is the size of phi inverse matrix? It is 2 cross 2. What is the size of Z
Yes.
matrix? It is 2 cross 1. Happy?
Yes.
Now, mind you, the terms that are involved in phi matrix are constants. Do you see the values here? 0.6381, minus 1.311 and 1. So phi is a matrix of constant or scalars. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir. Right.
Okay. So if I were to take u dot, so how do I do that? U dot is equal to, tell me. So u dot consists of two terms, u1 dot and u2 dot. Agreed?
Yes.
This must be equal to phi inverse is a matrix of scalars. It will remain as it is. Happy? And this z, however, now will become z dot. Agreed?
Yes, sir. Right.
This consists of two terms, z1 dot and z2 dot, where z1, z2 are generalized displacements, z1 dot and z2 dot are generalized velocities. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, how do I write u double dot? This consists of two terms. This is 2 cross 1. This is also 2 cross 1. And this is 2 cross 2. So u double dot
Yes.
is of size 2 cross 1. It consists of two terms, u1 double dot and u2 double dot, which are x directional accelerations at 2 degrees at first floor level and second floor level. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
This is equal to phi inverse. Don't get carried away by the mathematical complexity. We have to always correlate that with the physics of the problem. So u1 double dot and u2 double dot are displacements at accelerations at first floor and roof level. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This phi inverse and this will become z2 double dot. Z double dot. What is z double dot? Z double dot again is a 2 cross 1 matrix where z1 double dot and z2 double dot are generalized accelerations. Happy?
Yes.
Okay. Now let us put these two terms here in the parent governing equation of motion. So
Yes.
this yields what? Tell me. This yields me m instead of u double dot. I'm going to write it as phi inverse. Am I right? Phi inverse
Yes. Right.
z double dot. Uh, just give me a second.
That's correct.
Just give me a second. 1 minute. There is going to be slight change, I guess. Let us follow the standard procedure. 1 minute. Yes, we are on right track, I guess. So m phi inverse z double dot. Are you with me, Vedant?
Yes, sir.
So m z inverse, sorry, m phi inverse z double dot. Hmm, plus
plus
K
K
times
phi inverse Z.
phi inverse Z. This must be equal to phi
F.
inverse
And
into F. Do you agree with me? What is the size of this matrix? This is 2 cross 2 matrix. This is 2 cross 2 matrix.
sir, why should it be phi inverse F? So only F, right?
No, we are, yeah, it should be only F. I'm sorry. This is equal to F. You're right. So this is 2 cross 2. This is 2 cross 2. This is 2 cross 1. This is 2 cross 2. This is 2 cross 2. Happy? And this is 2 cross 1.
Yes.
And this is 2 cross 1. Now I'm pre-multiplying by 5. Pre-multiplying by matrix 5. Are you with me?
Yes.
So what do I get? I get phi m phi inverse z double dot. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Plus phi k phi inverse. Happy?
Yes.
Into z is equal to phi times
F.
phi times f. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We are going to try one more thing later on, but let us continue with this first. So phi m phi inverse z double dot plus phi k phi inverse z equal to phi times f, and I call this phi times f as capital F.
Yes,
With
sir.
me, I will call this matrix as capital F, which is equal to phi times f. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us try to find out what is phi inverse, because we are going to require phi inverse everywhere. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So we already have phi matrix in place. Where is phi? This is the phi matrix. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So let me put that matrix here. What else we require? We require M and K matrices. So do we have M and K matrices in place? Yes. We have this as M matrix. So this is M matrix. Happy? And we have this as K matrix.
Yes, sir.
So K matrix and M matrix is available. Phi matrix is available. We are only left with finding out phi inverse. Happy?
Yes. Phi inverse.
So what is phi inverse? So let us do that. Your calculator has that capability. I'm going to do it online. So let me stop sharing this screen. Let me share my screen. Now you will be able to see. Inverse of matrix. Line. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
So matrix dimension is 2 set matrix. So what is the phi matrix? Tell me. 0.638 minus 1.311. 0.638 minus 1.311. Then we have 1 then we have 1. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So calculate. So if I calculate, that turns out to be 0.513. Have we done all calculation correct? I will have to check it once. 1 minute. 0.513. Let me write it down. It will be clear in a while whether calculations are correct or not. 0.513.
Yes.
Then 0.672. 0.672 minus 0.513. 0.327.
Yes, sir.
327. This is phi inverse. Now let us try to calculate phi inverse m. Phi m phi inverse. Let us try to calculate this matrix. So matrix multiplication. Google multiplication of 3 matrices. Line. No, here only 3 matrices are there. Only 2 are there. Just give me a second. Matrix multiplication calculator. Okay, we'll have to do it one by one. So let us first do the multiplication of m and phi and m. So what is phi? 0.6381. 0.6381.
Sir, my internet is lagging a bit. Could you please ask someone else take over if that's possible?
Okay, anyway, there is okay, you can mute yourself. Let me do the multiplication. 0.6381, then minus 1.311, 0.311, then second matrix is M matrix. What is M matrix? 27500, 27500. Then we have 0 and 2300, 2300. So what is the multiplication? Equal. So multiplication is this matrix. So let me write down that. So pi m. So multiplication of pi multiplied by m. This turns out to be 1754, 1754.5, then minus 3015.3, minus 3015.3, 2750, 2750, and then 2300, 2300. Now let us multiply this by pi inverse. So this has to be multiplied by pi inverse. So first matrix now becomes 1754.5, 1754.5, then minus 3015.3, minus 3015.3, then 2750, 2750, and then 2300, 2300, and then pi inverse matrix is the second one. So that pi inverse becomes 0.513 0.513, then 0.672, 0.672 minus 0.513, minus 0.513, and 0.327. 0.327. So this turns out to be okay. So this has not turned out. This has not turned out to be diagonal matrix. So there is some mistake in the calculation. So what I am going to do is we are going to take a break of 10 minutes. Vedant, can you unmute for a while? Just for a second. Vedant?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we will have a break of 10 minutes. I will check out what has gone wrong, and you can stay in the meeting, but you can do something whatever you want, and we can meet once again at right now it is 2:25, so we will meet at 2:45. No, not 2:45, sorry, 2:35. Is it okay? Till that time, let me locate what has gone wrong.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So in last class as well as in today's class, while making the substitution, we had made an error. The substitution is, this is the right substitution that we have to do. U is equal to 5 times Z, where as I said, Z is called as generalized displacement. Let me write it down. It is called as generalized displacement. And it consists of two things. One is Z1 and another is Z2, just like U1 and U2. So I want one of you to unmute yourself. Maybe Atharva, can you unmute yourself? Atharva Devdar?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So U is equal to 5 times Z is the substitution that we are going to make. So therefore U double dot is going to be equal to 5 times Z double dot. Where again the size of this vector is 2 cross 1. This is 2 cross 2 and Z is 2 cross 1. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And U double dot is also 2 cross 1. It consists of two terms, U1 double dot and U2 double dot, and 5 times Z1 double dot and Z2 double dot. So this is also 2 cross 1. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now if we look at the original equation, it is mu double dot plus ku is equal to f. In that we make this substitution. U dot is to be substituted as phi z double dot. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So m phi z double dot plus k phi z is equal to f.
F.
And now instead of multiplying by phi inverse, I'm going to multiply it by phi transpose. This is the another mistake that we had done. So I have corrected that. So it is phi transpose m phi z double dot plus phi transpose k phi z
Double.
equal to phi transpose into f. And this we are going to call it as capital F. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Let us look at what are the sizes of all these matrices. So phi transpose is going to be 2 cross 2. M is going to be 2 cross 2. Phi is also going to be 2 cross 2. And Z double dot is going to be 2 cross 1.
Double 1.
Right?
Yes.
2 cross 2. 2 cross 1.
1.
And this is also 2 cross 1. See the multiplication. This is 2 cross 2 multiplied by 2 cross 1. So multiplication is possible because these two numbers are same. And the resulting product is going to be 2 cross 1. Are you with me?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So now my claim is this phi transpose m phi is diagonal. So let us cross verify that claim first. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So do we have phi transpose matrix? So let me write down what is phi transpose matrix. So if this is a phi matrix, what is phi transpose? Can you tell me? This is going to be equal to row becomes column and columns become rows. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And then this is equal to minus 1.3111. So this is phi transpose. Happy?
Yes.
So let us first calculate what is phi transpose m. So let me calculate that. What is phi transpose m matrix? It is going to be 2 cross 2 matrix. So that can be done by matrix multiplication. line. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So let us do that. So it is both the matrices are 2 cross 2 matrices. Set matrices. So first matrix is which one? Phi transpose. So where is phi transpose? This one. 0.6381, 0.6381, and then minus 1.311, minus 1.311, and 1.
1.
Then second matrix is M matrix.
Yes.
So M matrix is this one. Where is M
This
matrix? This one. 27500, 27500,
500.
and 0,
Mm,
300. Right?
Yes, sir. 2,
Yes.
3.
This is done. And now calculate. So the multiplication is 1754.5. Write down that.
154.5.
1754.5. Then you have 2300.
230.
Then 2300 here also. And you have minus 3605.25. Minus 3605.2.
0.25.
Right? This
Yes.
is phi transpose M. Now let us do phi transpose M phi. So I need to multiply this matrix by phi. This matrix is this one. Do you agree?
Yes. Yes.
So I need to multiply it by phi. So let me continue calculation. Array. If we calculate, no, not recalculate. We'll have to go back. So set matrices. Now first matrix is phi transpose M matrix. So that is 1754.5. 54.5. Then you have 2300. Then this is also 2300. And this is
Minus 3605.25.
minus 3605.25.
0.25.
Then you have phi matrix. So where is phi matrix? This one. 0.638.
Yes. Sir.
0.638. I hope we have not made any error. No mistake. Minus 1.311. 0.311. Then
1.
1 and a 1.
1.
So let us try to calculate that. So you look at these numbers 0.1495 and 0.1495. These
Yeah.
numbers are there because of rounding off. Otherwise, to be precise, they would have been 0. Are you with me?
Okay.
So जो rounding off हमने किया है decimal के बाद का उसके वजह से ये numbers but they are very close to 0 in comparison with the other diagonal terms. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So I will safely write down this matrix as these terms are going to be 0, 0. Even
Yes.
in eigenvalues, we have and eigenvectors, we have done rounding off. Because of that, these values are close to 0, but not exactly 0. Are you
Yes,
with
sir.
me?
Yes.
3419.37. So if you write a program and do it exactly on calculator, you will get exact 0. 3419.371.
Yes.
0.37. And then this is 7026.48. 7026.48.
6.48.
अब जरा ध्यान दो, pay attention here. This matrix therefore becomes a diagonal matrix. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
The same thing we are going to do now with phi transpose K phi matrix. So let us do that. So
Okay.
first thing I'm going to do is phi transpose K. Happy?
Okay. Yes.
So let us calculate that matrix. So how do I calculate? Two matrices are there. Phi
Yes.
transpose. Can you take a snapshot and tell me these matrices? So
Yes,
that
yes.
will be easy for me.
Yes.
This is K matrix. Take a snapshot of this. Done.
No, no. Wait, sir. Yes.
Then This is phi matrix. Take phi and phi transpose. दोनों का snapshot ले.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me phi transpose matrix. What are the elements?
I transfer. 0.638,
0.638. Yeah. Then
1
1.
minus 1.311
Yes.
and 1.
1. So this is phi transpose. Tell me K matrix now.
K matrix. 64.5.
That is into 10 power 5, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
64.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Then
Minus 32.25.
32 to 5.
125.
1, 2, 3. Yes. Then minus
Same
32
value.
to 5. 1, 2, 3. Huh.
Yes.
Then last one.
Yes, same value, but it's
But
positive.
positive.
Yes.
Correct. So if we calculate this, so what is the value? Can you take a snapshot of this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, take it. Done.
Done, sir.
Okay. Tell me this one. Phi transpose K. Bolo values bolo.
890.
Pardon?
890.
890
100.
100. This is the first element. Second
Yes,
element.
yes. 11
Hmm.
67
Hmm.
450.
Third element.
Minus 11
Minus 11
68
68
0
0
950
95.
0.
This element.
So actually, your cursor is there.
Where?
7452
Seven 4
52.
52.
So actually, your cursor is on that value. So that's why I'm not able to see.
Now is it okay?
No, no, no. It's a website. You can 52 975. Okay,
52
975
97.
5.
Okay. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we have to multiply this matrix, that is phi trans. I hope you are able to see my pent. Are you able to see that?
Yes, sir.
Phi transpose K into phi. This is what we have to do, right?
Yes, sir.
So we have to multiply this matrix by phi. So ये matrix का snapshot ले लेना.
Yeah.
Have you taken the
Yes,
snapshot?
sir. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So let us do that. बोलो.
890
890
100.
100.
Yes.
Then second element
1167
1167
450.
450. Then third
Sorry, sir.
element
It's 490
1167 490.
90.
Then next element
Minus 1168
1168
0
0
950
950. Then last element
74
74
52
52.
975
Pardon?
975.
975. Okay. Now tell me phi matrix.
Yes, sir. Wait.
0.638
Yes. Minus
1 minus
1.311.
1.1 and 1, right?
Last one. Yes.
Calculate. So कुछ तो गड़बड़ है इसमें. This should have been diagonalized. तो क्या गड़बड़ की हमने? Phi. Okay. So did you tell me phi transpose in the first case, or did you tell me phi while we multiplied this? Phi transpose K किया था तो?
Yes, yes. High transfers.
Pardon?
High transfers.
फिर से एक बार कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा ना. So take this value of k,
Yes, sir.
k की value, let us cross verify.
Okay.
चलो, tell me phi transpose. क्या था phi transpose? 0.6381,
Yes, sir.
6381
1 minus
minus
1.311
1.311
into 1.
1. What was the value of K matrix?
Wait,
64.
64.5.
Let me check if it can. No, it doesn't take that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right?
Oh, yes. Minus 32.5.
Minus 32. Minus 32.
0.5. 25.
25, na?
Yes, yes.
So 32 to 5. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Minus
Same way.
32 to 5. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir.
32 to 5. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir.
Is this right?
Wait. 890.
67450.
Yes, sir.
Same value आया ना?
Yes, yes, sir. 676,600,000. Yes, sir. It is same.
So if I think this 0 we missed.
Maybe.
So let us calculate this phi transpose. So tell me this first value, phi transpose. So where is? No, we found out phi transpose k. No,
Both
now
part also by K. Yes.
890100.
Yes, sir.
890100. Then
11
1167450.
450. 67450.
11450. Then
Minus 1168
68.
0
9.
950.
I think we missed this 0. Let us check. 745.
64
745. Then
297
2975.
5.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me this values.
Yes, sir. 0.638
0.638
minus second
minus
value minus 1.311
1.311.
and
1 and
1 and 1.
yes. So now in means you have to always look in comparison with this 1735333. Are you with me? This
Yes,
all errors, these are means this value is very small in comparison with this. In fact,
Yes,
it
sir.
should come out to be 0. I encourage you to do the calculations without rounding off. You can consider up to 4 digits and you will see that these values will vanish. Are
Okay,
you
sir.
with me?
Yes.
So, so what is this value? It is 173
1735
1735 then
triple three
333.8.
0.8.
Just to build confidence in you, you can do one thing. This is 528.9, right?
Yes, sir.
So 528.9 divided by 1735333.8. ये कितना आता है बोलो? This multiplied by 100. कितना आता है? Can you calculate this?
Yes, sir. Sir, it is 0.03047.
No, even after multiplying by 100.
Yes, sir.
तो कितना है 0.
0304.
So that means this value is 0.03% of this value. So can we safely say it is negligible?
No, sir. It is 0.
it is 0. It is negligible because it is
Yes.
only 0.03% of diagonal
Yes.
value. So it is as if 0. This is because of rounding off that you are getting these values. Are you with me?
Okay. Yes.
Hopefully I have convinced you what I'm trying to say. This value
Yes.
is very marginal, so we can safely assume it to be 0. And it
Okay.
is 22766.
22766
Huh?
7
700.
0.45.
0.5 we will take 4.5 hai na? So point,
Yes.
that's all right. So this is phi transpose k phi matrix. So what have I achieved by doing this? So what I have achieved is earlier the mass matrix and stiffness matrix in original
Yes.
coordinate system, it was not diagonal, but now it has become diagonal. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So अब जरा देखो what I am trying to do, जरा देखो phi transpose f. So what is phi transpose? Tell me.
File transfer.
638
Uh, 0.
1.31111. Do you agree with me? This is phi transpose.
Yes. Yes.
This multiplied by f is 0. So this is also going to result into 0. So even capital F is 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is the equation that I have translated the parent equation in? So let me write down that equation. तो क्या होगा, पहला टर्म कौन सा है, phi transpose m phi. So what should I write for phi transpose m phi? This matrix,
Yes.
है कि नहीं? So I am going
Yes.
to write down this matrix multiplied by z double dot, है कि नहीं?
Yes.
So it is going to be equal to z1 double dot. Happy?
Yes.
Z2 double dot. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this plus phi transpose k phi. So what is the value of phi transpose k phi? Phi transpose k phi is nothing but this one.
Yes, sir.
Happy?
Yes, sir.
This multiplied by bolo z1
Z1.
z,
Z2.
and this is equal to capital F, which is
Capital F.
है ना?
0. 0.
So जो original equation था, which was in terms of u1 double dot, u2 double dot, u1 and u2, I have translated into a new coordinate system, which are
Yes.
called as generalized coordinates, and that is z1 and z2. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So this is generalized coordinate system. I have transferred it into an alien coordinate system, but where these two matrices have now become diagonal. Do you agree
Yes.
with me?
Yes.
Now, as far as if I look at this equation, can I call this as mass matrix? It is something similar to mass matrix. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So mz double dot is the first term. But
Yes.
instead of calling it as small m, I'm now going to call it as capital M, because small
Okay.
m is for u1 and u2. Do you agree?
U2. Yes.
तो इस mass matrix को हम बोलते हैं generalized mass matrix, because it is the mass matrix in generalized coordinate system. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So generalized mass matrix. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Can I write down this as stiffness matrix, but now I am going to call it as capital K,
Capital K.
and I am going to call it as generalized stiffness matrix.
Stiffness matrix.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And this multiplied by Z, and this is generalized force matrix. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Generalized force matrix. So this equation is very similar to the parent. This equation, these set of equations are very similar to the parent equations, with only one change, that the mass and stiffness matrices here are diagonalized. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what was my claim? My claim was I am going to do something such that the mass and stiffness matrices are diagonalized. Once it is diagonalized, अब जरा याद ध्यान दो, if I expand the first row of this equation, what do you get? Tell me. Now I will call this as M1. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
M1, capital M1. I will call this as M2.
M2.
I will call this as capital K1. I
K2.
will call this as capital K2. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is the equation that I get? M1 Z1 double dot
Yes, sir.
plus, chalo bolo,
M2.
0 times Z2 double dot. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
First row expand कर रहे हैं ना हम. So
Yes, yes, yes.
M1 Z1 double dot plus 0 times
M2.
Z2 double dot.
Yes, sir. 0
As
Z2.
this term does not contain this matrix becomes diagonalized. Therefore, we don't have any contribution from Z2 double dot.
Yes, sir.
Plus K1 Z1. है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir. K1 Z.
Plus 0
0
Z2.
Z2.
As this matrix is diagonalized, therefore we don't have any contribution from Z2.
Yes, sir.
This is equal to 0. Isn't it the equation of single degree of freedom system? M1
Yes, sir.
Z1 double dot undamped single degree of freedom system plus K1 Z1
Yes.
is equal to 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
This is the first equation. So it is, and mind you, this is uncoupled equation. It doesn't contain Z2. It is not
Yes, sir.
a function of Z2. Do you agree
Yes.
with me?
Yes.
Therefore uncoupled. Why did it become uncoupled? Why did it get uncoupled? It did get uncoupled because of diagonalization of K matrix.
Yes.
यहाँ पे अगर कोई टर्म होता तो that term multiplied by Z2 यहाँ पे आता and then it would have
Yes.
become the function of Z2. Happy?
Yes.
Okay, so ये हुआ first equation. Now how do you write the second equation? Tell me. So I will not go up. Let us have second equation here itself. So how do you write second equation? We are
0
going to expand the second row. 0
Yes.
into Z1 double dot.
Z1 dot
0 into Z1 double dot plus
plus
hmm,
some 7026
Z2 double dot. Yeah, so M2 into Z2 double.
into the Z double.
ना पड़े इसलिए मैंने उसको M2 कहा है.
Okay.
M2 Z2 double dot. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Plus 0 into Z1.
Z1.
Happy?
Yes, sir.
Plus 0 into Z1 plus
Plus K2 into Z2.
K2 into Z2. Right?
Yes.
K2 into
Z2.
Z2. This is equal to
0.
0. Are you with me?
Yes.
This is the second equation. But because the stiffness matrix has been diagonalized, this also becomes uncoupled because
Yes.
it is now not a function of Z1.
Yes, sir.
This is a significant achievement. Are you with me? Because now 2 degree of freedom system has been reduced to 2 single degree of freedom systems
Yes, sir.
depicted by equation 1 and equation 2, which I am going to write now. Are you
Yes.
with me?
Yes, sir.
So it is M2 Z2 double dot है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Plus K2 Z2. This is equal to 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
This is equation number
Second equation.
second equation. So now I have to solve for these two equations. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you are going to tell me what is the natural frequency of this two single degree of freedom systems. ये दो जो single degree of freedom system है, इनकी natural frequency क्या है? तो equation 1 से हमें एक natural frequency मिलेगी. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
That is how much? Root of
K1
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 by M1. Do you
M1.
agree with me?
Yes,
Root
sir.
K by M रहता है ना?
Yes, sir.
Do you have the value of K1? Yes.
Yes.
1735333.8.
Yes, sir.
1735333.8. Do you have the value of M1?
Yes, sir.
What is the value of M1?
3419.3.
So 3419. Just a second. Okay. Three four one nine.
0.3, sir.
3419 point
37.
37 na?
Yes, sir.
37. So what is the square root of this ratio? Tell me what is W1.
Sir, 22.52.
22.52.
52.
Right?
Yes, sir.
What is the unit? Radian per second.
Radian per second.
Now, can you tell me what is the natural frequency of for corresponding to second equation?
The second equation.
Square root of
K2 by M2.
M2. है ना?
Yes, sir.
So tell me. Square root of what is K2?
I don't know. K2.
This one.
1735. Sorry, K2.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
This is the value. 227.667 227.66700.5.
Yes, sir.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
What is the value of M2? 7026.48. ठीक है नहीं?
Yes, sir.
चलो. So yes, tell me.
56.92 radian per second.
Square root लिया ना?
Yes, sir.
56.92.
92.
Okay. First observation. Single degree of freedom system had single natural frequency. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
2 degree of freedom system has two natural frequencies. Resonance can occur either by setting forcing frequency equal to W omega 1 or forcing frequency equal to omega 2.
Yes,
Omega
sir.
1 here is 22.52 and omega 2 here is 56.9. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So if it is n degree of freedom system, how many natural frequencies will it have? Single degree of freedom system, single natural frequency. 2
Yes.
degree of freedom system, 2 natural
The
frequencies.
natural frequency.
3 degree of freedom system, 3 natural frequencies. N degree of freedom system, how many natural frequencies? N
In
degree of freedom system. It will have n natural frequencies.
natural frequency.
Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Natural frequencies. So जितने degree of freedom है उतने natural frequencies रहते हैं. This is the first observation that I made. We have not yet analyzed the problem. हमने problem का analysis complete नहीं किया. We are on verge of doing so. We are trying to understand all the characteristics of multi-degree of freedom system. Are you with
Yes.
me?
Yes.
Okay. Now, can you do one thing for me? Can you do 22.52 square? How much is that?
507.15.
So this is because of rounding off. Otherwise, it would have come. नहीं, कितना आया? 507.15.
15.
हाँ, rounding off के वजह से उतना आया. Otherwise, it would have come exactly equal to 507.5.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, can you now square the second natural frequency? 56.92. बोलो.
3239.88. 39.88.
Just a minute. कितना आया?
3239.88.
So it would have been 3240.127 if you would not have done the rounding off.
Yes, sir.
With me. So what is the important understanding? तो अब जरा देखो, I am making a important point now. देखो, ये दो values कहाँ से आए? 507 and 340. These are eigen values. किसके eigen values है? M inverse K. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So original coordinate system में आपका जो mass matrix है और जो K matrix है, if you find out M inverse K matrix, M inverse
K matrix.
K matrix. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Then इसके जो आइगेन वैल्यूज रहते हैं eigenvalues. They are nothing but square of
Natural frequency.
natural frequencies of the system. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
I have proven this point.
Yes, sir.
Is of MDOF system. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, मुझे बताओ if it is 3 degree of freedom system. 3 degree of freedom system. कितने डिग्री फ्रीडम है?
3.
3. So what is the size of M inverse matrix? 3 cross 3.
Yes, sir.
What is the size of K matrix?
3 cross.
3 cross 3. What is the size of resulting matrix? 3 cross 3.
Yes, sir.
So how many eigenvalues it will have?
3.
3 eigenvalues.
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So कितने natural frequencies रहेंगे?
3.
Equal to omega 1 square, omega 2 square,
Omega 3 square.
omega 3 square. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
चलो, if it is n degree of freedom system, n degree of freedom system. So what is the size of M inverse matrix? N cross n.
N cross N.
What is the size of K matrix?
N cross N.
N cross n. What is the size of resulting matrix?
N cross N.
N cross n. So how many eigenvalues n cross n matrix is going to have?
In number of values.
N
Eigenvalue.
eigenvalues. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And what are those eigenvalues? Omega 1 square, omega 2 square, n natural frequencies,
N omega square.
omega n square. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So first observation, जितने डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टम है उतने नेचुरल फ्रीक्वेंसीज रहने वाले हैं. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, are you getting some construction noise at the background?
Yes, sir. Actually.
I am at college, so I can't help it. Sorry for that. So today's lecture will go like this. Anyway, so it is n cross n matrix, and it has n eigenvalues. If it is n degree of freedom system, it has n eigenvalues. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's done. Now the next question is how to solve. Now how to analyze this. So we have arrived at two equations. तो वो दोनों equations में एक बार यहाँ पे फिर से लिख लेता. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So M1, this is generalized mass का first term M1 Z1 double dot plus generalized stiffness का first term K1 Z1. This is equal to 0. Then M2 Z2 double dot happy plus K2 Z2 equal to 0. These are the two equations, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, तो अब जरा यार ध्यान दो क्या मैं कहने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. This system is not going to give you any response unless you disturb it from mean position. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
इसको अगर आप डिस्टर्ब ही नहीं करोगे और बाकी कोई फोर्स भी एक्ट नहीं हो रहा है तो ये सिस्टम रिस्पॉन्ड करेगा ही नहीं. सो यू मस्ट स्पेसिफाई द डिस्टर्ब इनिशियल डिस्टर्बेंस. डू यू एग्री विथ मी? सो
Yes, sir.
यहाँ पे देखो u1 of 0 is equal to let us say 10 mm. This is the disturbance I am giving, which I am going to call it as u0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
u10, I am sorry. So I am going to call it as u10. What is u10? Initial disturbance given at first floor level. हाँ, पहले इसको 10 mm से खींचा है towards right. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And let me also state u20. What is u20 at time t equal to 0? What is the displacement given at roof level? So let us say let it be minus 10 mm. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
This I am going to call it as u20. इसका मतलब है at the start of observation m1 was pulled towards right by 10 mm and m2 was pulled towards left by 10 mm. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
From mean position. सो अगर मैं ये मीन पोजीशन मार्क करता हूँ, हैप्पी, दिस इज M1, दिस इज M2, है कि नहीं? M1,
Yes, sir.
this is M2. M1 was pulled towards right by 10 mm and M2 was pushed towards left by 10 mm. This is 10, this is 10 from mean position. यहां से हमने स्टार्ट किया and then both the masses were suddenly released. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And now you want to observe how does U1 of t and U2 of t vary with time. समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
सिंगल डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम सिस्टम को भी हमने ऐसे ही चालू किया था. We pulled the mass by U0.
Yes, sir.
We just left it. Are you with
Yes.
me? And
Yes.
then we observed the oscillations. वैसे ही यहाँ पे करने वाले. U10 and U20 are the initial conditions. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
चलो, so अब मैं यहाँ पे initial conditions लिख लेता हूँ. As these are second order differential equations, therefore हमारे पास कितने initial conditions होने चाहिए? 2 initial conditions होने चाहिए हर एक equation को solve करने के लिए. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir. So actually there is a construction noise near me.
Okay.
So can you ask another guy?
No, but we can't hear that noise. It's okay. Are you with me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So therefore, to solve the first governing differential equation, we will have to use 2 boundary conditions. To solve the second governing differential equation, we will have to use 2 boundary conditions. What are those 2 boundary conditions? First condition, U1 of 0 is equal to U1 0 is equal to plus 10 by 1000 meter. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
U2, this is for solving first differential equation, and one more condition, U1 dot of 0, that means velocity of the first mass at time t equal to 0 is 0 because the system started from rest. We pulled it by 10 mm and released. So when we pulled it and kept it at 10 mm from mean position towards right, the velocity it was having was 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So this is 0 meter per second. This is the boundary condition for solving first equation, and boundary condition for solving second equation is U2 of 0 is equal to U2 0, which is equal to minus 10 upon 1000 mm. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And U2 dot of 0 is 0 meter per second. This is the boundary condition that we are going to use to solve for second equations. But unfortunately, these boundary conditions, ये किसमें दिए हैं बोलो मुझे? These are given in U1 and U2 and U1 dot and U2 dot. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
I must convert them into Z1 of 0 and Z1 dot of 0, Z2 of 0 and Z2 dot of 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
How are we going to do that? So जरा देखो, Z is equal to, so what is the transformation that we have used? U is equal to 5 times Z. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So कैसे लिखना पड़ेगा देखो, U is equal to 5 times Z. Happy?
Yes.
So therefore U1 and U2 must be equal to, चलो मुझे 5 के वैल्यूज बताओ, 0.638, then minus 1.31111. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
This is Z1 and Z2. So now what is U1 of 0? So here now instead of U1 and U2, I will substitute u1 0 and u2 0. This must be equal to this matrix as it is multiplied by z1 0 and z2 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So now, what is u1 0? But u1 0 is my 10 upon 1000, u2 0 is minus 10 upon 1000. So therefore, I am going to substitute this value as 10 upon 1000. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And this value as minus 10 upon 1000. Question. So what is the value of z1 0 and z2 0? So what I will have to do is I will have to take phi transpose, phi inverse, happy,
Yes, sir.
and multiply it by 10 by 1000 and minus 10 by 1000. So can you calculate phi inverse? Yes, easily. So therefore we will be in a position to get the value of z1 0, that is z1 of 0, and z2 0, that is z2 of 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now if I take the differentiation of these two matrices, what do I get? I get u1 dot u2 dot must be equal to phi times z1 dot z2
Z2.
dot. Happy?
Yes, sir.
But what is u1 dot and u2 dot? u1 dot and u2 dot both are 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Means here I am substituting u1 0 dot and u2 0 dot. Happy?
Yes, sir.
0. This must be equal to phi times bolo z1 0 dot and z2 0 dot. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So it is going to be phi inverse z1 0 dot and z2 0 dot are going to be phi inverse of 0. Do you agree with me? Are you with me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. But whatever is phi inverse, if it is 0, this is going to be 0. So therefore we got z1 0 dot and z2 0 dot, both are 0. Only to get z1 0 and z2 0, we have to do this multiplication. So therefore we are going to get two boundary conditions for each of these equations, and then we have to solve this equation. So this next process, we are going to do it tomorrow. We will stop here today. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So यहाँ तक मैं आके छोड़ देता हूँ. Now next process is going to be very simple because we already know the solution. We will do that in tomorrow's class, and finally in tomorrow's class we are going to plot the solution of free vibration of this multi-degree of freedom system. So let us stop here today. You can put your attendance in chat box and then you can leave the meeting. If you
Okay,
have
sir.
a doubt, you can ask me now.